Of course, we know that Oasis are getting back together for live shows in 2025, but there are also huge rumors about a potential new Oasis album on the way. I break down what we know so far right now. Hey everybody, it's Nick here with you. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so some of the initial hype has died down from the Oasis reunion announcement. The tickets went on sale and then sold out for the majority of their UK and Ireland shows that they announced in 2025, with some additional Wembley dates going on sale. And there had been persistent rumors of more international dates being announced for their so-called world tour, but there's been not really any official announcements, so we're kind of in a holding pattern on that one. But along with the announcement of the Oasis reunion and the tour, there are obvious questions about whether Oasis will release another studio album, their 8th studio album. There's been lots of rumors, lots of talk online and on social media. So I thought I'd run down what we know so far about a potential new Oasis album and also my personal hopes for what that album will be. So rumors of a new Oasis album started pretty much as soon as the reunion was announced, with many people already speculating online that the album may already be recorded or will be recorded very soon. The first rumor that we heard a few weeks back was when a fan was asking Liam about a new Oasis album on X. Liam responded saying the album was being recorded in November of this year. Or that could mean that the new music is actually coming in November in the form of a single or an album, probably a single. But now Liam is saying on X that the album is quote unquote in the bag. And of course, there's the news from a few months back where Noel mentioned that he had scrapped a planned acoustic album in favor of a more guitar-based stadium rock album, which I don't know about you, that sounds a hell of a lot like Oasis to me. So all signs point to an album being pretty much done or in the works in some sort of capacity. A lot of this news we've already heard before it's out there online, but I thought I'd put it all here so we can just have it all in one spot. And there's no firm idea on where and when they recorded a new album, if they recorded a new album. Again, very nebulous, but I think it would make sense for them to record the album at Noel Gallagher's own studio, Lone Star Studios in North London, under a huge veil of secrecy. You know, there's only a couple of things in the world that would require that level of secrecy. It's either a Star Wars movie or an Oasis album. So they probably had to sneak in Liam through the back door on this one with umbrellas covering his every move. But if they were going to record it, it makes sense to record it at Noel's studio and save some money on the studio time. And then we got this recent image from the Daily Mail in England. Gotta love the British tabloids, of Noel Gallagher's Oasis guitars. You see the stickers there on the guitar cases being loaded into his studio for rehearsals. So you know what? It's all happening, folks. If the guitars are being loaded in, something is happening. And for me, this reunion will not feel complete unless we were getting new music from Oasis. Of course, the live shows are going to be amazing. They're going to be their own experience, but to have new music from the band in 2025 or even 2024, if we get something later this year, would be extremely special. And I don't think that Liam and Noel would agree to an Oasis reunion without recording a new album, because Oasis is not a tribute act, at least not yet. The Gallagher brothers are still very creative. They've stayed very creative over the last decade plus since Oasis broke up in 2009. So I think that putting out a new album would be the key to this whole thing. And I think that, you know, to put out something that would blow people's minds in 2024 and 2025 would be something else. And I need that new connection with the band. There's still no word if they're going to be coming to my side of the pond here in Canada or North America with tour dates. And even if they are, as I've said in previous videos, and as people in the UK and Ireland can attest to, there's no guarantee that I'm going to get tickets. So a new album is still a way for me to connect with the band and feel the excitement of the reunion outside of a live show that's really going to, at the end of the day, only be happening in a few key select places around the globe. So I'm thinking that we could get a new single in November. As Liam said, the album's already in the bag if they already recorded it, or they could be getting started in November, but I think it would make sense for them to put out a new single in November ahead of the album's release in spring or early summer in 2025, ahead of the shows. I think the first shows are going to be happening in Cardiff in Wales in July. It's not really that long of a timeline when you think about it. We're already in September. If they put out something new in November, that'll give us a taste before the holidays going into the new year. And then, you know, think about it, going into the beginning of 2025, they put something out in the early spring and summer. We could could be getting new Oasis music sooner than we think. And as far as who will be doing the songwriting on a potential new Oasis album, if it's happening, I feel like I have to keep saying that. The caveat, if it's happening, we have the rumor that Noel was writing a big stadium rock album, which of course sounds just like something Oasis would do. I think it would be cool if Noel was the sole songwriter on a new Oasis album, old school style, like the first 3 records, definitely maybe Morning Glory, Be Here Now, where he wrote every song. Don't get me wrong, I would love it if Liam or Gem or Andy, like if Liam wants to write something, if Gem and Andy are coming back, we don't really know. If they wanted to write something, heck, if even if Bonehead wanted to write something, he wanted to write the sequel to Bonehead's Bank Holiday, totally welcome. I'd be down for that. But I think since it's been such a long time that we had a completely Noel written Oasis album sung by Liam, I think that would be really cool and would make this album even cooler than it would be if they had multiple songwriters. And I do hope that this is a all-out stadium rock and roll record. We've been talking a lot about 30 Years of Definitely Maybe and how impactful that record was because of how loud and energetic and raw it was. And it's time for Oasis to come full circle and give us something that we can rock the fuck out to when we go see them live, along with the hits next year. And just the thought of new Oasis music is exciting. And I'm a guy, I've loved every single moment of the solo years, as we're going to call it now. I've been the guy who's loved everything that Noel and Liam have done, BDI, Liam solo, Noel solo, every single moment of their respective solo careers. I've been totally down with music that I'm going to continue to listen to. But the thought of the excitement of experiencing the hype and the lead up to the release of a new Oasis record, that is the most exciting thing I think of this whole Oasis reunion. Either way, we're going to know whether Liam has been messing around with us or not on social media. And I don't think that he is. I think he's got a sense of humor, but I don't think he would bullshit us like that. In Liam we trust, in Noel we trust. They will not lead us astray, even if the whole ticket fiasco with the live tour was a little bit of a disaster. Still very excited about the prospect, not the confirmed thing, the prospect of a brand new Oasis album. So hopefully that we get news about that new Oasis album, if it's happening very soon, or better yet, a brand new single sometime before the end of 2024. All right, guys, that is what we know so far about the potential release of a new Oasis album, at least as far as I know. It seems like a lot of people out there, especially in the comments, know a lot of things I don't know. So let me know in the comments what you know. Do you know something serious? Let me know the rumors. Let me know the tea down in the comments below about the potential release of a new Oasis album. I think it's going to be happening. Very excited for that. If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up. If you want to subscribe and rock out with me here on the channel, talk about Oasis and a lot of other different bands, you can subscribe to me. Smash the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Follow me on social media at Nick Chino Music, and you can check out my band as well. If you like Foo Fighters, Oasis, Weezer, Smashing Pumpkins, good stuff, you can check us out at foolsunion.com. But I'll see you guys again for another video here on the channel. Until then, rock on, everybody.